that we did the potato. So yes, this is the special week 6 and 7 recap of the top 3 divisions of G-Man. We are going to focus on Division 1 because they were the one we were supposed to do last week. And I'm joined surprisingly by Infinite Pink, who's not dead this time,
Finally managed to turn up.
and the king of Cheetos himself, Viking Cop.
Hello guys, good afternoon. I'm eating Cheetos because I'm hungry.
Yes, Viking Cop is angry,
Such
and
an original joke.
yes, Viking Cop
So if you
truly.
hear funny noises in the stream, absolutely my fault.
So yes, we are going to
gonna
start
like-
with.
I was going to say, Brian Cops is going to occasionally unmute himself so we can hear
Yeah.
him chewing on something.
I am muting and I'm muting. I'm trying to be as polite as possible, but sorry guys, I'm so hungry.
It's fine, you go ahead. I think it's
It's
amusing.
completely fine. So yes, let's go straight into Division 3. I was a potato, but doesn't matter. So week 6 first, actually. Also 6. Let's do 6 first. So actually, in week 6, the Underworld lost to the Nurgle.
Boo.
Yeah. I
But
think
Nobla got the MVP, that's nice. Oh no, it's not.
yeah, I think
I
think
feel bad for the Underworld and Impressives.
I think this is going to be slightly different. So for the Div 2 and 3, we're just going to look at all the matches and then slightly look at the teams, because some of those matches are old and like you cannot see the progress from one match anymore.
Yeah.
Followed up with a 2-1 win from Samoa on the Three Musketeers and Spurs. So Steve taking a win on one of the Rat teams, despite not having that much tackle. Impressive.
Yeah, I'm just going to point out now, actually, that out of like pretty much everyone out of the top 3 divisions, I think the person that and the team that I've been most surprised by is Steve and Samoa. At the start of the season, I really didn't think they were going to do that well, and they've just been smashing it. So, just thought I'd mention them.
Yep, I concur for Chaos Team. They had a kind of exotic build, but they are performing with a lot of efficiency, and I always love Chaos Team beating some rats.
Yes. Now responding quickly to Hangzod, this icon that I'm spinning around, that's actually a live camera from me. And yes, no one expected me to look like the G-Man logo. Didn't see that
Yeah.
one coming.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but yesterday it was a huge shock to sit and having sort of the, my child. I felt really old.
Yes, next match,
Yeah, I'm
Sean.
looking forward to going back and watching that.
You should. It's incredible. The podcast is good in general, but that episode was really fun and random and confusing, which is
No,
great.
it was so epic. It was the best thing. It was awesome. Simply awesome.
Yes, follow-up match. Andy Davo lost 3-1 to
Oh,
Skeeter Stab and Sean Man's team. Those MVPs are really sad. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
At least
Oh.
Pokemon got screwed over, right? Although I guess getting the MVP on your dead Mighty Blow tackle blitz, so it's probably a bit more cutting.
I'm not sure what is worse, really, because both of them are like not getting the MVP. But which one feels worse?
I think that the Dark Elves have lost Mighty Blow Tackle, Blotch, 50 SPPs, Blitzer. That is painful.
Yes, it is. Then
On the other,
hmm?
on the other hand, it's another elf dead, so we are all happy.
Everyone but Andy.
well, Andy doesn't count. Also, Bainzy took a win over the Amazons. The Nordic Nublet defeated the Locomotive Gibbs. Kid Stompers. I believe this is Bainzy's first win of the season.
Oh my god, 26 armor breaks.
How many blocks did he get? Well, he got
50
51.
Bob.
That's a
51
lot of
versus
blocks.
17.
Ouch. That's right.
This must have a snowball.
10 injuries?
Snowballed really early.
10 injuries. That's like the
This-
whole team.
This is a massacre.
I don't know what
Yeah,
happened, but people died.
Yeah, it's this has started happening recently since we introduced the Rebel logo into the pitch.
We blame you, Haringzord.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that must have spiraled early, I reckon. That's the only way, isn't it?
Then Random Boy and the Vampires drew against the Drop Dead Gorgeous, coached by Crowdog, I believe. Seemed like a rather even game. The Echo got a little bit more removals and injuries, and KOs.
Well, these two teams are really struggling this season, especially Random Boy and the Vamps. If we go to to the table, we can see that I think they're fighting the bottom, right?
Well, on the board of week 7,
Well,
Vampires
Crowdog.
are 11. Crowdog is actually...
He's recovering himself from the from the terrible beginning of the season. That's nice.
Well, he took mostly draws instead of Random Boy's losses, which obviously are a lot better. Because at least it's a point instead of nothing.
Yeah, I mean, that's that kind of stuff that will just kind of edge you up the table rather than ending up in the bottom third or whatever. So he should, I think he'll probably end up around the table with that, which he'll probably be happier with considering how it started.
Yes, next match from week 6 still. Thomas T won 3-0 against the Non-High Elves, which is coached by Mr. Ladybug, I believe, if I remember. It should really say, like here, the name of the coach, but Cyanide isn't nice and doesn't help me.
Yeah, but at this point, this is already recap of week 7. I think we have already memorized the teams and the coach names, but it's slightly worrying for me that I still have some memory free in my head to do these things.
Well, you, as we learned from the podcast, you are pretty old.
I am,
Also,
and I like Cheetos.
it might be a loner MVP, but it's a David Bowie MVP. So overall,
yeah,
it's a
David
good MVP.
Bowie.
Probably better than the MVP on the other side, because David Bowie.
Can't argue with that.
And for the last match of week 6, Brutal Deluxe took a 3-0 victory over the Camry. I believe they are still top of the division after week 7, or actually no, they are close to the top. They are very agile from memory, so not surprising to see them do that well against the Camry.
Well, 1-3 is a very good result for a human team versus Camry, especially if they did not lose any
61
key
blocks.
player.
That's really bad. 61 blocks for 3 removals compared to 27 for 5.
This was this week or last week, this game?
That's week 6.
Week 6. I think that I heard in the podcast something about 61 blocks for 6 armor breaks, something like that, in total.
Yes. That's
Wow.
insane.
That's nothing. That, you know what's that? That's the lack of the Rebel logo. That's what the lack of the Rebel logo makes to you. If you have the Rebel logo, everything dies.
I would like to remind everyone listening that the way to get the Rebel logo is to sub to Haringzord, Metal and Crusader for 12 years on the $25 tier. And after that, you just need to kill a tree with a Noblar. Very simple.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, like, everyone should have it by now. Come on. Yes, so let's move quickly to week 7 of Division 3. And here, the Underworld lost 2-1 to the Camry.
Boo. Well, it's Camry winning. Yay!
Viking
I
Cop,
I have confronted feelings. I'm confused.
Viking Cop unsure what he wants to feel about that one. Just a lot better than the week 6 match. They actually
Yes.
removed people with lots of blocks instead of not doing anything.
Well, as long as there's some blood and some pain, everything is fine.
No, I quite like to see Revolutionary Corpses getting a win anyway, because I think they're at the bottom of the table. So it's
Yes,
nice
I
to see.
believe that's their first win as well. So
Yeah.
now everyone has a win and no one can complain.
Well, depends on what you want to complain about, but okay.
No complaining. I'm the admin of this division, no complaining.
You got your win.
Your one allotted win for the season.
Yes, after that, the non-high elves drew against the humans. I
Oh,
believe,
surprising.
yeah, I believe that what made Doc Mark, the human coach, not be on first place this week, because a win here would have put him at a much stronger position on the leaderboard. So a nice win, a draw for the division, and helpful for Mr. Ladybug to keep a safe 5th right now, drawn on a tie with Thomas T on points.
Worth saying, how many playoff spots are there in Division 3? 3?
3, yes.
Okay, so top 3 coaches
And it's really
will
close.
die in the next playoffs. Nice.
Well, like,
I think that's the. Sorry, Karen.
right now, like, top 2 are equal, then 1 point for top 3, another point for top 4, and 2 points from top 5 and 6. So, really close. Like, even Ceramol might still be in it, only being, like, 2 wins behind the top of the table. Actually, 5 points, which is less than 2 wins.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, with 3
even all the way
playoff
down there.
spots, I would say that you need to get at least my estimation, because I still need to join the path to playoffs prediction just published by Harvinshot. I think that 24 points minimum. Below this amount of points, you cannot make it unless everybody starts drawing and drawing and drawing. But that's not usual.
Well, this might be a division where 24 points is not enough, because the top are on 16, which means if like Steve, Sean Mann, Andy, and Doc Mark all get like 4 wins in the next 5 rounds, they can all be above 24, and one of them still cannot qualify. So it's going to be very messy, especially if they face off each other.
Yeah, I think they will be playing each other at some point.
But yeah, I think that's actually a really good result for non-high elves against Brutal Deluxe there. I think if I was Mr. Ladybug, I'd be really pleased with that.
Yeah, it's a good draw against someone above you, and you make sure that the leader of the pack cannot like pull ahead of the rest, which is also good for you.
I just think it's a rough matchup as well, to be honest. So.
Yes, I'll agree with that.